What's up, everyone? Someone asked me in the comments for the finished Deadpool Zentai suit if I could show them a tutorial on how to do this emblem. So this is going to be a short and quick tutorial. Simple. So what we're going to start off with is foam sheets, black, red, doesn't matter, it's not too thick. It's about, yeah, I don't even know. So you're gonna need these. You're going to need this, and you're going to need CD or something else, and Velcro. Also clear gloss enamel in a spray can. So here's what we're gonna do. I already pre-did everything so I can make this video go by a lot quicker. And basically what we're gonna start off with is, that's where I cut for my buckle. You're gonna lay this flat on top of each other, and you're going to trace out a circle onto the top sheet. You can use a can. You can use, I don't know, anything that'll get you a perfect circle that you could trace around. Make sure you measure the size of your buckle on the belt. So the buckle on this is about palm length. So you want to cover the buckle. So about palm length is that. So I pre-drew everything. You're going to transfer this onto this, okay? So you're going to sketch out a circle. You can either use a pen or a pencil, if you could see the pencil. You're not going to press down into it where you're going to leave indentations of what you're doing, just enough that you can see it. So we're going to pretend this is the foam, because I still need this. But remember, keep the bottom sheet and the top sheet together, as you can see the way I did it. Keep it together. Now you're going to trace it, and you're going to use your X-Acto blade and cut it out. Don't worry about these as of yet, you just want the circle. Now once you cut it, make sure you use the blade firm enough that you cut through both layers of the sheets. And when you do that, you should have two perfectly cut circles. If not, that's okay. You can always clean it up, and I'll tell you when. This is hard. Just give me 1 sec as I pull this apart. I don't want to be holding this camera while I'm doing it, but I have to for your sake. You can take your time with your circle, alright? So you don't have to rush anything unless, you know, you want it to turn out crappy. Okay, so that's 2 sheets of paper, 2 holes, 2 of the same. Now, for whichever one's going to be your red piece, you're going to, it'll be easy for you if you mark a center line. So you can use a straight edge and kind of eye it, if you will, or you can measure it with a ruler, whatever, up to you. Draw a line straight down the middle. That'll be your guideline. Preferably if you're gonna paint over it like I did, because the red foam isn't actually red to the matching point of the suit, so I actually had to paint it more red. So you won't have to worry about leaving a line. I would use pencil, because I did. And then you would just follow another guideline not too thick, but not too thin either. And you would draw another circle. Well, it'll help if you draw a circle in the middle, but you know, I left this out. I kind of did it by eye. And it is not exactly the same as mine. I've always drawn Deadpool's icon this way since I began drawing them years and years and years ago. But this is the actual, what his actual icon really looks like, depending on the artist who's drawing him. So after you trace that on, actually not trace it, but after you get all these lines out, you're gonna again use this and cut this out. So I'm just gonna separate it. As you can see, that's gonna be worthless. You don't need that. This piece you're gonna keep, and it'll be useful drawing it this way, so you're not wasting it. Plus, you actually get to use that clean line right there. All right. I only did one side just to show you real quick. We're gonna pretend this is the black part and this is the red part. You're gonna have to spray paint this white or just make it out of a separate white piece. And you're gonna lay each other on top of each other. At this point, you would either paint this now, paint this red, paint this extra black because the black is not black enough on the foam, and you would paint this piece white. You'd give it some time. You'd put 2 coats, spray paint, it's fine. And once everything is all dried, glue them together. And when you place this on to here, most of the time you don't have to put it right up against the line. You give it some space, because position it where there's a little space, because it doesn't act, his icon, if you look at his comic books, it's not up to here, it's got a little space, and that's how you do it. So you'll glue everything into place, you'll wait again. Now once that's all done, here's the CD, and I use a CD. You can use anything that that's hard, that's gonna keep its shape when you're pulling and tugging on it, especially since you're putting Velcro on the back to attach it to the buckle. So once that's on, you glue it onto the CD. Now here's where the tricky part is. If you don't have a Dremel kit, cut to the shape of the icon onto the CD. It'll help if you actually glue everything together, even glue it onto the CD and then cut it, so you can use this to go around it as your guide. Just be careful and take your time. And you can see I Dremeled it and cleaned up the edges that didn't really come out. So once that's on, I have commercial grade Velcro that has a self-sticking underside on both sides. So I attached one part to here, generally a soft part, because if it rubs onto the suit, I don't want it to ruin or create fuzz on the Zentai suit. And the other side would go on to the buckle. Now, when you put it onto the buckle, you're gonna actually have to put it on and cut away the excess with the blade. It's not that hard. And once that's cut to the shape, see it, you'll be all done. And you'll have your own little Deadpool buckle. Alright, where did the buckle go? There it is. So, if that was a tutorial, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, I forgot. Once you finish painting all the colors, once you glued it all together. Before you put on the Velcro, you're gonna use clear enamel. I'm gonna show you which enamel I use. This one. I use Rust-Oleum crystal clear enamel. You could use Krylon as long as it's a glossy finish. Now when you spray this on, to the suit, when you spray it onto the emblem, try to spray it in thick coats until you see everything like gloss up, like there's a gel over it, a smooth gel laying right on top of it. That's a good coat. Let it dry, do it again. The more coats you got, the better it's gonna look, because it will be flexing a little bit every time you're kind of pulling it off the belt. So too little, it'll crack from the bending and you'll have to reapply it later on. Try to spray it on evenly so you don't have like a build up in one certain spot that's lumpier than the other side. So even sprays, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys later. That's basically Deadpool's gear. Thanks a lot, guys. Have fun.